It's your dude, Lord Overlay.
To collect. I've been giving a lot of thought about different women's actions that I work with during this week, and I came across an interesting observation about similarities in women's behavior as a collective. I hear a lot about female nature in MGTOW and more. However, I think they're missing a very important key point about female behavior, specifically the woman's motivation around sexuality. First things first, if you notice, a man's posterity is defined around the things that he was able to do for his family, friends, workplace, and society at large to try to have the most positive impact. Some may call it altruism, others may call it utility, and some others will call it purpose. I think that trust for a man is the most vulnerable part of a man. A man's life is built around proving he is trustworthy, that he is vulnerable enough to share his secrets he's discovered in his life with the ones he values the most. To that end, a man's purpose is to sharpen others' actions through trust bonding. This is why the word passion is the real word for a man's posterity, because it's a man's passion or that trust bonding rationale that drives him to do the things that he does. Why he chases after the chicks, because he wants to trust bond with the chick. Why he looks for Buddhas to be clandestine with, because he wants to trust bond with like-minded men. Why he longs for mentoring children, because he wants to trust bond with his children. And then knowing that, this is why men, when they're divorced, commit harry-carry. This is also why when women cheat on them, they go postal and either shoot up a place or assault and battery and murder nigga, etc., etc., etc. It's because, remember, trust is the most vulnerable position a man can be in. For some men, they learn the lesson of never give your trust to a woman very early. The thought that sucked the whole junior high school team off, then posted it to your Instagram. The girlfriend that gangbanged your homies on her Snapchat one Saturday night, right? The chick you thought was perfect. Pretty hair, pretty face, pretty body. She smells good. She's approachable. But she friend-zoned your ass from the word go. Why is this? Because a woman's most vulnerable point, and which is the basis of this video, is her relevance within her social circle. Now, where dudes get it twisted is that they think that a woman cares so much about her looks. Real talk, bruh, she doesn't. Other people in the manosphere think that it's about how much a woman can manipulate a man. That's part of it. However, correlation does not equal causation. A woman's posterity or legacy is based on her relevance within her social circle. Now, what does that mean? Relevance is the highest form of social importance. It's more powerful than popularity because it's personalized. I'll give you an example. Ariana Grande is popular, but she's not relevant to most dudes. Why? Because they have zero chance to fuck Ariana Grande. In other words, relevance in relation to a female means how important she is to men that want to fuck her, and that she's made a personalized communication endpoint to where men interpret that endpoint as reciprocity. That is how booby streamers on Twitch and Chatterbait and Snapchat and Instagram and any other social media are able to build up a high value, a sense within a short period of time. There's a mutual exclusivity between popularity and relevance. Once again, a woman's posterity is built around her relevance to her family, include incest, friends include debauchery and cheating, and society include gaslighting. This is why women have no problem sucking and fucking their brother, their daddy, their cousins, your best friends, and any dude that has the lawn for the pawn, if you know what I mean. If you got the Earl for the pearl, right? If you got that wallet for the heartache, you know what I'm talking about. That's the reason why princess culture is such a big thing within the US. It's not because she wants to be liked. She wants to be relevant. She wants to vacuum your money like a Roomba and leave you bending your back over in limbo, nigga. Princess culture is such a lucrative business that Disney bought out Marvel, Lucasfilm, and Fox within less than a 10-year window. It's because that relevance is a powerful drug. Relevance is such a powerful drug for women that they will literally hire hitmen to take out their competition. This is the essence of hit pieces. You know, a lot of these guys think that hit pieces is about destroying men. No, you're wrong. It's about preserving that cash cow called relevance. Let me paint a picture for you. Whenever a woman uses deflection, it says, it doesn't matter how many men I fuck. It's because she knows she lost that relevance. One, she's no longer of sexual importance to men. And two, she can no longer build those communication endpoints to establish pseudo reciprocity. In this specific case, she can't get the social share of wallet. By the way, share wallet is a thing. Look it up. And I'll say it one more time for you. Share of wallet. Therefore, relevance to a woman is the social share of wallet. That's how women devalue men. What men don't understand is that a woman doesn't care about your dick or how good you can fuck her, or else feminism wouldn't exist. Feminism is another word for I can't get money on my own, so I have to manipulate and use men in order to make that happen. Women make up 80% of all consumer spending, link in the description, on useless items such as handbags, purses, high heel shoes, and upholstery. Let me put this into context because you dumb motherfuckers don't make connections with what I'm trying to say. $18 trillion. Count that. That's 18 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. That's 12 zeros behind that 18. Once again, all for the express purpose of being relevant. Spending on useless items has a name. It's called a sunk cost. Once again, it's a real thing. Google that shit. You can't recover that revenue. So we can make a correlation between the economy and women's useless spending. It's volatile. It's trend-based. Trend is another word for women's spending. Men don't waste their money on one-time use items. There's no utility value in that. The American economy is built on women's spending. Think about that. $18 trillion of a $22 trillion national debt is directly and indirectly attributed to women's spending. That's not a good thing. That money could have been invested. That money could have changed lives for the better. That money could have brought millions out of poverty. But what is it spent on? Princess culture. I'm painting pictures in this bitch. I'm rossing to death. Black people blame the Jews and white men for their problems. White men blame Jews and Muslims for their problems. All this finger pointing. At the end of the day, black men, Jewish men, white men, and Asian men are simps. Period. End of story. They all fall for the same pseudo reciprocity bullshit that I described above. If you don't believe me, fine. I have 18 trillion reasons why I'm correct in my assertion. What do you have? My channel won't become famous because I speak diamonds to the earth. I drop gems like thug rappers drop hits on the street. People think I'm a robot because I have a bot as my avatar. That's how dumb people are. People have zero critical thinking skills in 2019. So gullible, so malleable. People don't care about what's affecting them indirectly because people are stupid. They need a bad man with a gun to motivate them. They live by the mantra, it doesn't matter because it didn't happen to me. So stupid. People are one traumatic event away from going postal. Why? Because they don't care about indirect events. It's a very lucrative industry. As a matter of fact, the indirect activity industry controls you on a day-to-day basis, and you don't even know it. To finish this video off with a pretty bow, since listeners like pretty things, women don't give a shit about you as a man. You're a third-class citizen in 2019. Women value animals more than they value men. If you don't believe me, Ask them. Women will do anything to keep their relevance. Keep that cash cow flowing. So if you as a man speak the truth, they'll send the cops at you, the FBI at you, the CIA at you, the government at you, and the mainstream media at you, all because you put them on Front Street. All because you exposed them. When a man does something wrong, he gets thrown in prison. When a woman does something wrong, she gets praised. How is that social justice? The Second Amendment is an inalienable right for a reason. You can hide agendas, but you can't hide the truth. What is done in the dark will always come out into the light when it needs more food to feed on. The best part about being black is that no one expects anything from a black man. This is our gift, to shock the world with wisdom. Am I a misogynist? No. Putting these thoughts on Front Street doesn't make me a woman hater. It makes me a woman realist. Maybe you dumb motherfuckers should take notes. The end.